Not so long ago, the stuff we kept stored in lockers wasn't worth much. But today, the cost of books, coats, electronics, athletic shoes, and clothing is staggering. No matter where you live in America, no matter what you store in your locker, at school, at work, at the gym, whether it's laptops or high tops, everything is expensive to replace. Everyone who uses a locker needs protection, and you can get it for them from the leader in locker locks, Padlock. Padlock has created the world's toughest locker lock with 3 times the security of ordinary combination locks. This unique high-security lock cannot be hit open, kicked, hammered, cut or sawed open, or even pried open with a crowbar. Watch the side-by-side demonstration of Padlock's high-security combination lock next to the old standby lock most schools and gyms use today.
It's very difficult when we have break-ins in our facility. You feel like there's almost a trust that's betrayed there, and you feel like you have to earn people's trust back.
There have been cases in the past where if they've not had a lock, something might disappear from their locker, and it's better if they have their own, for their own security reasons and for their own peace of mind, that they know that the stuff that they store in the lock is going to be safe.
Today we bring money to school, we bring calculators to school. We have kids standing in the hall looking for that locker to be unlocked.
The need is abundantly clear. All kinds of people, from students to people on the job, need to feel their valuables are protected by a lock they can trust. Padlock delivers that protection in its high-security combination lock. Let's look at how. Padlock 2000 series high-security lock has not 1, but 2 cases. The outer case is rugged stainless steel, and the inner casing is industrial-strength, heavy die-cast zinc. Inside, the high-security lock is engineered to be virtually attack-proof. The dual-ball deadlocking mechanism eliminates the spring used to keep ordinary combination locks closed and provides more mass to keep the shackles securely locked. In test after test, Padlock has achieved exceptional ASTM ratings under the highest stress. Watch this. A frequent way to open locks is to strike sharply at them with a book or shoe. See how easy it is to get the spring to release the shackle? That's why striking with a book or shoe is one of the most popular ways to break into ordinary combination locks. Padlock has a deadlocking mechanism, which means it has no spring-loaded latch, so it can't open under a sharp, quick strike. Padlock's high-security lock scores a 6 on the ASTM test. Padlock's stainless steel double-reinforced case shields the locking mechanism from damage when physically attacked. Its massive die-cast zinc inner case protects the mechanisms to keep them working even after a highly forceful attack. By comparison, look at what happens to the ordinary combination lock. 1 or 2 blows can make it fail. Padlock's high-security lock is built with a hardened boron alloy steel shackle that's nearly impossible to cut with even the strongest bolt cutters, passing ASTM Grade 4. The ingenious design of the dual-ball locking mechanism defeats any attempt at twisting the shackle from the body. The semicircular fittings provide a nest that protects and holds both sides of the shackle securely, so it can't slide off even under extreme pressure. And no amount of pulling or prying will dislodge the shackle from the lock body. The dual-ball locking mechanism provides more contact area with the shackle than other combination locks. The pry test on the shackle achieves an ASTM Grade 5 rating. Hacksaws and even power tools might work if given enough time. But as every thief knows, the more time it takes to break in, the greater the risk of getting caught. Padlock's hardened boron alloy steel shackle is so difficult to saw, the material alone can deter potential thieves. One of the many extras in Padlock's high-security 2010 model is a key override on the back of the lock. This provides quick access to the locker for school administration or company management in case of illness or some other emergency. The strong pin tumbler cylinder withstands attempts to force the lock open. Only the key itself can move the pins to open the lock. The high-security dial is equally hard to defeat. It automatically scrambles to prevent accidental reopening, and it locks under shackle tension to prevent anyone being able to feel out the combination. Plus, there's another feature to the high-security lock. After performing all the rotations to work the combination, the lock must be turned back to be released. This allows the lock to open and conceals the final number of the combination. Finally, the dial is almost impossible to pry off. Narrow clearance and deep-seated design defeats nearly any device from removing the dial. With all these lockers and all those locks, you'd think there might be a crossover in combinations. Not with Master Lock High Security Combination Lock. With 40-number 3-digit dialing, thousands of combinations virtually eliminate the possibility of ever having crossover within the same facility. The real test of any combination lock comes from actual use. So we asked the experts what they really thought of Master Lock's high security lock. Did it stand up and deliver on its promise to be virtually unbreakable and resist tampering of any kind?
I'm really impressed with the weight of it. It's a heavy lock, and that tells me a lot about the construction of the interior of the lock. It's going to last longer, it's going to be more secure. And when you go to dial the last number, I like it that you have to put it at the right number and then go back a little bit to get it to open, and it takes a little pressure to get it back there. And then once you're done with the lock and you lock it, it resets itself, so there's no chance of somebody coming by and just pulling it open.
I like the fact that when you close it back, it automatically scrambles the combination, so it's not left on the last number that it was set on. And it seems a lot stronger, a lot sturdier. I really think that the Master Lock 2000 is a good series.
There's no comparison that clearly the Master Lock 2000 would be the lock of choice. And frankly, it's one of the, if not the preferred lock at the bulk of the Job Corps centers out there today.
Well, we've had real good luck with them, and they stand behind them, and they're hard to get into, and they're just a real sturdy, substantial lock all the way through.
The makers of Master Lock High Security Combination Locks set out to create a feeling of security among people who need to know that their valuables are protected while they're trying to concentrate on learning, working out, or working at their job. That required exceptional engineering and design, a lock that almost outthinks the vandal.
If you're trying to get into a Master Lock and you're not supposed to be in, taking it off or whatever the case is, my best advice to you is probably just to leave it alone and go somewhere else, because you're just not going to get in.
When I was in Wisconsin at another Job Corps center is when we started using the Master Lock 2000. And break-ins, robbery, tort claims, everything just diminished, went down completely.
They had a crowbar that they were hitting it with, and they tried prying it open, and they were just unsuccessful. There's no way of getting into this lock.
Master Lock is a company of vision, the undisputed leader in locker locks. Master Lock invented the combination padlock in 1935 and the built-in locker lock in 1961. Now, with the 2000 series, Master Lock has built the world's toughest combination lock to fill the gap left by ordinary locker locks. Finally, there is a secure lock for schools, companies, and institutions that want and need extra protection. Master Lock has created what they need, a superior product with superior protection to give school administration, company management, and the locker users the peace of mind they deserve. There can be no better value.
My experience as a basketball coach and assistant principal, that the Master Lock has proven that it has been very secure and it served our purpose very well.
The first name that comes to mind with me is Master Lock, being the #1 in safety and keeping people's things safe.
When I look for security, if it's not a Forest Service required lock, Milwaukee's the first one I call for the Master Lock 2000. I don't even keep anybody else's phone number.
The students here definitely feel secure with this lock.
It doesn't matter how much the contents of a locker cost. They are valuable to the person who owns them, and they deserve to be protected. We invite you to test Master Lock's 2000 series lock for yourself and find out what it means to have protection by the only lock on the market that's proven to be the toughest high security combination lock made. See the difference. Master Lock, the undisputed leader in locker locks.